شب جمعه جهت شادی ارواح زکیه علما، شهدا، صلحا، انبات و والدین و حقداران خودتون، علال خصوص مرحومه مغفور شادروان صفیه و هوشیار صلواتی جلی ختم فرمایید. I begin the speech by a beautiful Farsi poem because of the demise of the mother, مرحومه مغفور شادروان صفیه هوشیار. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send his blessing upon you, upon your parents, especially the late مرحومه مغفور شادروان صفیه هوشیار. صلوا علی محمد و آل محمد. This is the last Friday night of the holy month of Sha'ban. For the faraj of Imam Zaman Ajjalallah Ta'ala Farajahu Sharif, please recite your loudest salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الصلاة والسلام على سيد الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيب إلهنا وشفيع ذنوبنا وطبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى أهل بيته المعصومين المكرمين. قال الله الحكيم في القرآن الكريم وقضى ربك ألا تعبد إلا إياه وبالوالدين إحسانا. کسی که ناز مرا می کشید مادر بود، کسی که حرف مرا می شنید مادر بود، کسی که چو دور می شدم ز دامانش سپندوار ز پیم می دوید مادر بود، کسی که در غم و اندوه و در پریشانی به دردهای دلم میرسید مادر بود. چو درگذشت نگارنده با تأسف گفت که آن به راه محبت شهید مادر بود. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the tawfiq to serve our parents and get the satisfaction. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Last night, brothers and sisters, we interpret some verse from the chapter of Luqman. Tonight, let's answer some Quranic questions. What is the position of parents in Quran? Second question, what if a person does not show respect towards his or her parents? Third question, how we can show our respect towards our parents? Fourth question, What if a person convert from another religion to Islam? His or her parents are not Muslim. Then what is his obligation and duty towards his non-believers' parents? And the last question, according to Quran, what is the reward of the person who show respect towards his or her parents? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us to follow the direction of Quran. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first asks you to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stay away from polytheism and shirk. Right away, immediately after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is the command, the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, to show respect, ihsan, good behavior, good characters towards your parents. So according to Quran, brothers and sisters, dear youth, if you are asked that, what is the highest obligation right after Tawheed and monotheism? What is the first obligation in Quran right after Tawheed? You answer, ihsan, respecting towards our parents. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam once was asked, Ya Rasulullah, what are the greatest sins? As you know, we have a long list of sins in Islam. He was asked, Ya Rasulullah, O Prophet, what are the greatest sins? Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam first said, polytheism, shirk. Second, can you guess? Disrespect towards parents. Subhanallah. Right after shirk, the second sin is Aqul Walidain, disrespect towards the parents. Allahu Akbar. Then Prophet continues, third, killing a person. Killing a person is after disrespect your parents. Hearing. Four, Prophet said, false witness. The other question, brothers and sisters, what is the destiny of the person who disrespects his parents? According to Quran, according to our ahadith, the one who disrespects his parents never ever can see prosperity in his life. Dear youth, don't think that money is the only prosperity. In this society, you are updated. You can see news. You can read the news even in your phone, what is happening to rich people. Money or a good job is not prosperity. You cannot be relaxed except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you. Allah bi-dhikrillah tatma'innul qulub. The other, brothers and sisters, the other behavior, the other result for the person who doesn't respect his parents is that at the end of his life, at the moment of death, which is very important, brothers and sisters, he will be speechless. He cannot say La ilaha illallah. Right now in our majlis, in our prayer, anywhere you can say La ilaha illallah very easy, right? But this is the hadith, brothers and sisters. The one who disrespects his parents or her parents cannot say La ilaha illallah at the moment of death. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was passing the house of a companion. The mother of that companion requested Prophet, Ya Rasulullah, please come to our house. My son is dying, but he cannot say La ilaha illallah. We are doing talqeen. We are asking him to repeat after us. It's a very easy word, La ilaha illallah, but he cannot say it. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is sitting and asked the mother, before going to son, asked the mother, for how long you are excommunicating him? He said, Ya Rasulallah, for 6 years we don't talk together. For 6 years. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, this is the reason. As your prophet, I request you to forgive your son. If you want him to say La ilaha illallah, to be able to say the Shahada before his death, please forgive him. After mother forgave him, then that young man was able to say La ilaha illallah. Means what? Your Iman, brothers, sisters, will not be accepted unless your parents are happy from you, are satisfied from you. This is very important. Nowadays, unfortunately, especially in the West, you can find some people, they are very busy with their family. If you ask them, for how long you didn't see your mother, your father, he may say, my mother is in Iran, for example, or in another country, and I didn't see my mother, my father for 10 years, 15 years. Why? I'm very busy with my job. The system of my job is like this, I cannot. Is this the life? Is this the prosperity? Hajj Muhammad Ittikab, yes, last night I mentioned in Farsi, but it is useful, it is helpful to mention in English. Last night, 2 nights ago, I asked him about his job. He said, I stopped my job in order to serve my mother. Can you find such a great man? Subhanallah, so prosperous. After the demise of his mother, he told me, Majawan, now I can start a job. I can buy in his store, but I cannot get my mother back. Subhanallah. Uwais Qarani, brothers and sisters, is one of the companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you are asked what kind of companion is this, brothers and sisters, according to fiqh, the companion, the Sahaba, is the one who see Prophet. The person who did not meet Prophet, he is not companion. Even he is living at the same time of Prophet. But Uwais Qarani is the special one, the exceptional one. He never saw Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he is the closest companion of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Why? How? He converted to Islam. His parents are non-Muslim, non-believers. He requested his mother, please let me, he is living in Yemen, south of today, Saudi. He requested his mother, your mother, allow me please to go to Medina and visit the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. His mother said no. She doesn't believe on Prophet. She doesn't want. For the second time, third time, his mother said no. Finally, Uwais wrote a letter to Prophet, Ya Rasulallah, I converted to Islam. I want to come to visit you before your demise. But my mother is not happy. She doesn't allow me. What is my duty? What do you think? What the Prophet answered? Prophet said, meeting me is mustahab, is recommended. But following the command of your parents, your mother, is obligation, is wajib. Allahu Akbar. So he never met Prophet until the demise of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is close. Now, finally, he got the permission from his mother to go to Medina with this condition. His mother said, you enter Medina on your horse. You see Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and you come back immediately. Even don't get out of your horse for Salamun Alaikum. Just see the Prophet from your horse, come back. Even to Medina Munawwarah, to the house of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, at the door of Prophet, he asked about Prophet. They said Prophet is absent. He traveled for a battle. It was maybe Uhud or Khandaq. He couldn't wait because of the will of his mother. He left the city, the Medina, back to Yemen. After the journey, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to Medina. Close to his house, this is the beautiful sentence of Prophet. He said, I smell the paradise, heaven, Jannah here. As you know, on the night of Mi'raj, when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam went to his sky to heaven, one of the events which happened to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he visited heaven and he smelled the heaven, the smell of paradise. He said, I smell heaven, Jannah here. And this is the smell of Uwais. Ashum ri'ah al-Uwais. Allahu Akbar. Who is Uwais? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam never met with Uwais. Never. But he says, I smell the smell of heaven. The smell of heaven is coming with Uwais. Dear youth, boy, girl, dear youth, if you follow your parents, if you respect your parents, you will have the smell of heaven too, like Uwais. You will have prosperity following with you. You will have richness following you. When during the battle of Uhud, the teeth of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was broken. The teeth of Uwais al-Qarani was broken too. Allahu Akbar. Today in Jum'ah prayer, in the khutbah, I explain a beautiful verse of the ayah Makarim Akhlaq, how Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, grant me the tawfiq to love those who love you. Look what kind of love is between Uwais al-Qarani and Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Finally, after the demise of his mother, Uwais al-Qarani immigrated to Medina and he became one of the loyal companion of Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. And during the great test, during the battle of Siffin, he was supporting Hazrat Ali alayhi salatu wasalam and he became shaheed in that battle. The other important question, brothers and sisters, is that what is our duty towards our parents? How we can get the satisfaction and the happiness of our parents? Very important. Let me answer this question from Risalatul Huquq. If you are asked, brothers and sisters, what is the best book to give to a non-Muslim? What do you answer? What is the best book to give to a non-believer? Quran? Okay, if I am a non-believer and you gave me an English version of Quran, I opened the Quran accidentally, chapter 9, verse 5, it says, kill non-Muslim, non-believer wherever you see. Then you are in trouble. Right? This is Quran. So it needs explanation, it needs interpretation and tafsir. No. For the beginner, for non-Muslim, non-believer, Quran is not the best gift. What else? Nahjul Balagha. Do you understand Nahjul Balagha? If you can interpret Nahjul Balagha, if you understand Nahjul Balagha very well, then I turn my taqlid to you. I will do the taqlid from you. Nahjul Balagha is not easy. In order to understand Nahjul Balagha, you need to know one library of books. It's not easy. Risalatul Huquq from Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wassalam. What is the conclusion of Quran and Nahjul Balagha is Risalatul Huquq. What is Risalatul Huquq? In English, we can say the book of rights. Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam in Risalatul Huquq explain the rights. The rights of your parents, the right of the children, the rights of your neighbor, the rights of your friend, the rights of your community. One of the subject is the right of your parents. In that beautiful chapter, I would request my brothers and sisters, especially our youth, Google online and find it, Risalatul Huquq. This is a good gift if you want to give it to a non-Muslim. Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam explains us how we can get the satisfaction of our parents. Of course, respecting is a general word, but how? Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam says, do not enter any place before your parents. Unfortunately, the act which is popular today even among young Muslims, do not enter any place before your parents. Do not sit before your parents. First, let them sit. After they sit, you can sit. All are in Risalatul Huquq. If a non-Muslim follow this direction, then he'll be very happy. Subhanallah, look at Islam. This is Islam. This is the meaning of peace. A young Jewish converted to Islam came to Prophet, Ya Rasulallah, now I accepted Islam, but still my mother, my father, they are non-Muslim, they are Jewish. Now what is my duty towards them? Prophet said, how was your treatment before? How you used to behave with them before Islam? He said, Alhamdulillah, I was showing respect towards them. Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, MashaAllah, before Islam, you used to show respect towards your parents? He said, yes. Prophet said, now this is your duty. Double. Make it double. Then he went back to his house and made his respect double. In today's language, for example, he started washing dishes or cleaning the house. His mother asked him, what happened? My son. He said, I converted to Islam. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, to be a good Muslim, even your mother is a Jewish, you have to respect him double, more. Then the mother asked him, oh my son, is this what the Prophet of Islam advised? He said, yes. Then the mother said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. The other act, brothers and sisters, that Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wa salam mentioned in Sahifa Sajjadiyya in Risalatul Huquq is to make and accept all the will and the desire of our parents. Coming to masjid is mustahab, right? But if the mother says go to masjid, it turns to wajib, obligation. Fasting during the holy month of Sha'ban is mustahab. But if your mother asks you, it will become wajib. The other act, brothers and sisters, according to Risalatul Huquq, is to have a good funeral service for your parents. Allahu Akbar. This is not easy, brothers and sisters. Especially today, some people avoid having a good funeral for their parents. Unfortunately, I personally have attended to some funeral services. A young Muslim performed the funeral service like non-Muslims. They gather in funeral home over there in the cemetery, and they start reading some, saying some memory and some jokes, no Quran recitation, no feeding people, no making dua, no salatul mahshat. What happened? Forget about the will, the wasiyah of the parents. The other act that Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam is in Risalatul Huquq mentions is about the visiting their grave, which is very important. How about today, dear youth? Is it popular, is it common among our youth to visit cemetery, to visit parents? Imam Sajjad alayhi salatu wasalam says one of the obligations, one of the duty towards your parents is to visit their grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant long life to your parents, to you brothers and sisters, but calculated. The grave of mother or father should be very close to you. You have to visit it. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, when you visit your parents in their cemetery, in their grave, they become happy from you. Because they have uns, friendship to you. They raise you. Even, especially at the beginning, right after the demise of your parents, this is the obligation to visit their grave a lot. Gradually you can reduce it. The other obligation, brothers and sisters, is to keep communication, which called in Islamic phrase, Salay Rahim, with the family of your parents. This is very important. An old lady came to visit Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet put his abaya on the ground, on the best place in the room, and requested her, please sit on my abaya. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has shown his best respect toward this old lady. Later he was asked, Ya Rasulullah, who was she? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, at the time that Hazrat Khadijah salawatullahi alayha was alive, she used to come to visit Hazrat Khadijah. Now, after the demise of Hazrat Khadijah salawatullahi alayha, I am showing my respect towards her. So this is the duty, brothers and sisters. After the demise of the father or mother, we have to keep the communication, Salay Rahim, with the family and with the friends of your parents. This is another duty. Let me end with this beautiful story. A person came to Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wassalam. Ya Rasulallah, Alhamdulillah, Yabna Rasulallah, Alhamdulillah, I had the opportunity to perform tawaf, to put my mother on my shoulder and to carry her on my shoulder during tawaf for Hajj. Now, are we equal even? All the zahma and the difficulty that my mother suffered for me. Now, this is not easy. To bring your mother on your shoulder from a long distance and to make the tawaf on your shoulder, this is not easy in that crowd. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the son of Prophet Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasallam, said, no, never. Even don't think about it. No, you will not be even at all. He asked, how, Ya Rasul, Yabna Rasulallah? Imam Sadiq alayhi salatu wasallam said, you must look after your mother as she looked after you. But this is the difference. When you are looking after her, you are expecting her demise and death. But when she was looking after you, she was looking and she was thinking how long life you may have, and she was praying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant you a long life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the tawfiq, brothers and sisters, dear youth, to be very good inheritors and followers of Quran and the direction of our parents, inshallah. Another duty, brothers and sisters, is to act in a way that your parents are proud of you, especially in today's world. Going to masjid is an act and behavior that your parents love it. They will be proud of you if you can go to masjid, for example, once a week. If you cannot make it, at least make it once in 2 weeks, or minimum once a month. It's very, very less. Once a month. in order to make our parents inshallah happy. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم إنا نسألك وندعوك باسمك العظيم الأعظم الأعز الأجل الأكرم إلهنا بحق قرآنك المستحكم استجب دعاءنا يا الله 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 يا رحمن يا رحيم اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج اللهم اشف مرضانا اللهم سلم مسافرينا اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا اللهم اجعل عواقب امورنا خيرا. پروردگارا اموات جمع حاضرین علی الخصوص مرحومه مغفور شادروان صفیه و هوشیار غریق دریای رحمت بفرما. به فرزند عزیزش حاج محمد آقای اتکال صبر و اجر مرحمت بفرما. حوائجمون برآورده به خیر بفرما. رحم الله لمن یقرأ الفاتحة مع الاخلاص و الصلوات. اللهم صل علی محمد و آل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. تعجل اللهم في فرج مولانا صاحب العصر